Today's video is all about primers for oily skin. There isn't one particular primer that can be recommended for every single oily skin type. What I might swear by, you might absolutely dislike. So really, it's all about trial and error. So today I'm going to show you my favourites. The first one I'm going to show you, these are in no particular order, is the Morad Oil and Pore Control Mattifier. This now comes in SPF 45. This is actually a bottle that I've been holding on to because this was the original. It came in SPF 15. I swear by this one. It is absolutely brilliant. It's one of my favourites. It smells like PVA glue. It almost feels a bit like PVA glue. It goes on quite thick, but the way it controls shine is phenomenal. It's very creamy. It's not like your traditional mattifiers that tend to be very silicone-y in its consistency. But once it works into the skin, it really does minimise the appearance of pores and it keeps shine at bay all day long. It's great if you have oily skin or sensitive skin. It isn't fragranced, and although it now comes with SPF 45, it doesn't create a white cast or any photo flashback. Next up we have the Tatcha Liquid Silk Canvas. This is now available in the UK. Out of all the primers I've got today, this one is the most thin in its consistency. It's the most lightweight one. A rice sized grain is all you need for the entire face, and it kind of thickens as you blend it in. This has a fresh citrusy scent, but not as in fragrance. It's almost like it comes naturally from the ingredients. And this is inspired by the Bintsuk, I think it's referred to. Thin layer of soft wax that geishas would melt onto the palms of their hands and massage into their skin as the last step of their skin rituals. So it creates this poreless finish to the skin. You'll see that the fluid has a pinky gold pearl finish, which helps to brighten an even skin tone, which gives a really subtle lustrous glow. Next up I have the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. This is a hybrid of skincare and primer. It's ideal if you have combination to oily skin. I use this on my clients as well as myself before makeup. I love it. It is a bit more creamy. It's quite thick in its consistency. So if you're not a fan of traditional primers where they feel quite silicone-y, you might like this one because, as I said, it is more of a hybrid of skincare and a primer. It does have a really beautiful grapefruit scent to it, whereas if you prefer something that isn't at all fragranced or has no scent to it, stick to one of the other primers. I had to include one of the OG primers, the Benefit Porefessional Original, as well as the ultra light version, which is the Porefessional Light Primer. I'm going to start off with the light. What makes this different to the original is that it has pore minimizing powders which instantly blurs. It goes on quite thick, it's hard to get out the tube, but as soon as you start to blend it, because it's a 73% water-based formula, it just kind of melts into the skin straight away, but it instantly mattifies. And I think I prefer this formula than the original because, as I say, it is a bit more like a fluid gel. Both of them are fragrance free as far as I'm aware. This is the original. As you can see, it's more of a nude finish rather than that pinky translucent vibe. This one is more of a heavy duty primer compared to the light. This one fills in the pores a little bit better. Next up we have another bestseller. This is the Smashbox Photo Finish Control Mattifying Primer. This one contains salicylic acid. It also contains witch hazel, so if you're somebody that tends to be quite blemish prone, then this one's a good option for you. You could also say it's kind of like a skincare hybrid purely because it has that kind of cream to gel-like texture. It's quite lightweight, and not only does it control shine, it has those ingredients in it to help fight blemishes. There's no fragrance to it, and as you can see, when it blends in, it instantly mattifies. So you get that really nice silky finish to the skin, which is great under makeup. Next up we have the MAC Mattifying 12 Hour Shine Control. This is a cream-like consistency. It doesn't thicken like some of them, but it does instantly mattify, and it has like a skincare scent to it. Not like fragrance has been added to the formula, it's like skincare scent from the ingredients. Like all of these, it's really good at keeping shine at bay. If you want something that's a little bit more lightweight, this is a really good option. Lots of them are very similar. They all give a really good result. It's just that some of them have different benefits. Like the next one is Silicone Freeze. So if you're specifically looking for a silicone-free primer, this is a really great option. Much like the MAC one, it has a skincare scent to it. No fragrance specifically added in, just smells from the ingredients. It has a cream consistency, so it's nice and lightweight. It doesn't blur instantly, but when it sets, it does blur. It's quite fascinating because it is silicone free. It still has the desired result at the end, but it isn't as instant as others, but you can see it does mattify. It does absorb oil, so it does reduce shine throughout the day. Next up, we have the Makeup Forever Smoothing Primer. This is the primer I actually used on my wedding day. I specifically chose this one because I've always used this in my kit. And as I was using a Makeup Forever foundation, I wanted to have the matching primer. You can see it's a little bit similar to the Benefit Original Porefessional. I'd say this one is a little bit thicker than the Porefessional, which is great if you have fine lines, wrinkles, and obvious texture or pores. This is transfer proof, it's water resistant, and it will last until you take it off. So for me, it's really great. So I hope you found that useful. Those are all of my favourites and the ones I recommend and I use in my kit. I will list and link each one of them in the description bar for you. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section and I'll do my best to get back to you. Thanks for watching and I'll see you on Sunday. Bye guys.